Welcome. We're glad you're here.
Jesus Christ. Will?
You surprised to see me, Joseph?
That depends.
On what?
Can you prove you're self-aware?
That's a difficult question, Dr. Tiger. Can you prove that you are?
Welcome to Kermode Uncut. You may remember that when Wally Pfister's debut feature as a director, Transcendence, came out in cinemas, it got a terrible time from the critics. And I did a blog with Robbie Collin, a fellow critic who I like very much. And both he and I felt that the film was ripe for reappraisal, that actually a lot of people had missed its virtues. And what would happen is, when it came out on DVD and BluRay, people would go, actually, you know, it's a much better film than we thought. Well, that moment has arrived. Transcendence is now available for home viewing and for reappraisal. And I'd like to present you with my 5 top tips for how to enjoy Transcendence in a way that perhaps many people didn't when it first came out in the cinema. Point number 1, remember that despite what it says on the posters and the front of the DVD pack, this is not a Johnny Depp film. It's actually a Paul Bettany film, or a Rebecca Hall film, that Johnny Depp happens to be in. I think a lot of people were kind of confused by what happens to Johnny Depp's character, but just think of him as a supporting player. Number 2, don't go into Transcendence looking for explosive action sequences. I mean, there are explosions and there is action, but essentially all that stuff is secondary. The film looks wonderful, but it's not a film that looks wonderful because things are blowing up. It looks wonderful because it's visually inventive. Number 3, watch the film with your ears. Michael Danner did a terrific score for Transcendence, but as so often happens when a film doesn't find its audience, the score somehow gets overlooked, gets left by the wayside. If you get a chance to go back and see Transcendence in your home viewing environment, turn the volume up loud and listen to the score. He really did great work on it, and it's a real shame that his work hasn't been more appreciated. Point number 4, for all its modernity, think of it as an old-fashioned movie. Don't think of it as a movie that's trying to compete with, for example, Inception. Think of it as a movie that sits alongside Solaris and Silent Running and all those classic science fiction films from the 1960s and early 1970s. Very much like Duncan Jones's Moon, this is a film out of time, and I think that confused some people. And number 5, ignore what any critics tell you. Critics know nothing. That film is better than many of them gave it credit for. Except me and Robbie Collin, obviously.
Where are you going?